before we get started, let's just pay the bills right now. I'm gonna walk through Main Street Boxing Gym. This is where all the Main Street fighters come from. 100%. As you can see, there's a lot of bags. Full-size ring for your Olympic training. A lot of champions came in and out of this place to come here and train. Young and old. Every bag imaginable. Speed bag, heavy bag, full body bag, full-size ring. Combat talk with the king. Now we are here with the big one. We have Triple G versus Canelo. And this is the second fight. The first fight was, to me, it kind of was action-packed. Was it a memorable middleweight title fight? In my opinion, no. I felt that both fighters was playing it safe, trying to, protect their position in the sport. You know, you have Triple G, but to Triple G's credit, he had a hamstring injury that was unreleased, and that's why he didn't cut off the ring properly. And and allegedly Canelo bulked up and cut up on Clutterball and Dynaball, Clenbuterol, allegedly. All right, so yeah, two people that was trying to protect their positions in HBO as well as win. This is the caveat we have going into this fight. This fight, as far as holding their positions, all bets are off. Both guys' contract with HBO ends with this fight. That being said, this fight will be leaps and bounds above the last fight because these guys are actually fighting for the future paydays. Not what you did in the past. Boxing is a loveless sport where you're only as good as your last fight. You're only as good as your last win. So if they're looking to cash out, or if they're looking to leverage where the big money is, Al Heyman has definitely he's partnered with Fox and NBC and CBS, and the man has his hands all over the place with Showtime, and he has a wealth of money. Eddie Hearns has his new network, I think is DNZ, in England, abroad, overseas, where they gave him a boatload of cash. HBO has been on a decline, and HBO is the parent company for Canelo and Triple G. So, all right. So with that said, that's the caveat going into this fight. With that being said, I believe that this fight will be leaps and bounds because of the financial gains or losses accrued in this fight. Both guys weighed in at the middleweight limit of 160. They were 159.6 each. Well, Canelo's 159.4. Triple G was 159.6. So they both came in. They both made weight. Training camps were good for both. No injuries to report. So fighting styles going into this fight. As you may see, Canelo looks leaner. He believes that to beat Golovkin, you need movement. And he is right in this assessment. In this assessment, you need to be in and out. You need to be able to maintain a high work rate and also a high output rate as far as movement, darting in and out, defense, stay conscious on defense, stay, keep your backs off the ropes, and keep them in the ring, circle and turn. Triple G, same Triple G, constant professional, Olympian. All right. Now, being Olympian cannot be understated. You have to understand, being Olympian means that you fought people all over the world. You did not fight one style. You did not fight one crop of people. You fought the best from around the world. And Triple G is an Olympian. All right. And that's why he is as hailed as he is. Now, in this fight, I believe Triple G would be better in this fight as far as pressure wise, because the hamstring will not be hampering him going into this fight. All right. So the movement, the ring cutoffs, the body work, the sharp right hands, and the jab all should be working. He doesn't have a serious jab as far as a Larry Holmes or Sugar Ray Leonard jab. He has more of a prodding jab to get into work type of jab. So a more of a Roberto Duran type of jab. Okay. It's a hard, forceful jab. It's not a set-up jab. It's a forceful jab to really put you in a position where the body shot will come. Now, the body shot is more of a setup for the right hand and a hook to the head. All right, so being that both guys made weight, being that at the weigh-in, there was a slight altercation. At this point in time, I don't believe that was fake. I believe these guys truly don't like each other. Accusations has been thrown from both sides as far as being greedy for Triple G, being a drug cheat, allegedly, for Canelo. So both guys do not like each other at all. All right, and it came out at the weigh-in, and they had to be separated. Now, does Canelo trying to go at Triple G at the weigh-in seem that he's going to punk Triple G? No. These are fighters, all right? And when you decide to fight and you decide to take your life and put it inside your hands to go out and fight, you're not afraid of anything. I don't ever believe a fighter is afraid of anything. I believe the worst thing that a fighter can do is lose money. I believe they're afraid of the next payday being lost. So that's why this fight will be amazing. Do I see Canelo boxing for as long as he thinks he's going to box? No. There's two different things to box and sparring and to move in sparring. It's two different things to box and jog and try to get your stamina up when you're not in the ring. There's a mental pressure that goes in the ring. Okay? If someone is trapping you and they're pressuring you, there's an added weight to that pressure. How well Canelo deals with that pressure will determine the outcome of this fight. Triple G will mount pressure. Triple G will jab on his way in. He will follow by a right hand. He will follow by the left to the liver. He will make sure that he keeps him in front of him at all times. If Canelo gets on the ropes, there will be a high work rate from Triple G. Canelo will use defense. He has learned a lot from his loss to Floyd Mayweather as far as sliding, slipping, and he has two Hall of Famers teaching him how to fight. Do not underscore this. The two Hall of Famers is Bernard Hopkins, probably the greatest middleweight in middleweight history, regardless of how you feel. His record dictates so. Also, Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya has learned a lot of defense from Floyd Mayweather Sr., who was in his corner for a couple of his fights. All right? And you can also notice that Canelo has started using that same defense when it comes to his fights. I know Bernard Hopkins showed him certain things with the shoulder and the elbows and the slipping and the pushing and the moving and the mugging and how to drag a fight and also put yourself in position because it's footwork. So when it comes to this fight, I believe that, again, it's going to go 12 rounds. But this time, the outcome will be concise. It would be clear cut because the first fight ended in controversy where everyone felt Triple G won, but you could have gave Canelo some rounds here and there. He was stealing rounds like Sugar Ray Leonard. He thought if he bulked up, he'd be able to stand there and fight with Triple G. He got a little bit tired in the rounds. He wasn't able to fight full rounds. He was fighting in the beginning 1 minute of the round and 30 seconds at the end. Then it shrunk into 30 seconds in the beginning, 30 seconds in the end. In the middle was moving, hugging, holding, and pot shotting. All right, so This fight, I have Triple G winning by a majority decision. Do we get a knockdown? I think he won't catch Canelo clean. I think Canelo will catch him clean with a lot of shots. I don't think we will get a knockout. The pedigree of these fighters do not indicate anything of that magnitude. But again, these guys are fighting for the future paydays. This is Combat Talk with the King, and we have a sweet one tonight.